Okay, in today's video, I'll be comparing again the old black gums right here versus the new black and white Nike SB Dunk Low Pro 2025 right here. And the main key differences between the two actually are materials and of course the color blocking in terms of midsole and outsole. So first, let's check what are the materials that they're using here. And by the way, I'll be showing you on feet as well later on this video, so you better stay tuned so that you can see the difference aesthetic wise. Okay, so on the uppers they're using suede, and the thing is that it's not super consistent on this pair. On this area it's a little bit hairy, and here it's smoother, which reminded me a lot of the materials used on the gray fogs. Actually, the shoes itself has a gray fogs vibe, and because of that, the swoosh that they're using here is not also white, but instead it's a little bit on the grayish side. I was thinking it's white because they're using the white laces here, but actually in person they are grayish in color. So better take note on that. And the toe box materials that they're using are super smooth textured tumble leather, which is on the shiny side already. I'm not a fan of shiny black, to be honest. Reminded me a lot of those security guard sneakers. Nevertheless, the materials of this pair is much superior versus the old black gums, and that's our theme right now. I'll be comparing these two sneakers, what are the main key differences, and you guys will be the judge which one are you picking. Okay, so these are now the comparison. As you can see on the tongue, I like the tongue of the old ones. It's puffy, and the texture that they're using on the textile is much smoother. It's also the same texture on the linings, but here you can see the difference that it's much rough, so to say. It's because the grain of the textile that they're using here is much thicker. So I would prefer the materials on the inner linings on tongue on the old black gums. Of course, the difference on the insoles and the lettering Dunk Low Pro, which is not existing on the old black gums. The laces, of course, here have some extra details, Nike SB laces. Here it's completely nothing. So they're just using normal SB laces here, no details at all. And I'm not a fan, to be honest, of these white laces. If I need to replace them, I would rather use this black laces right here, and would really give you that super stealthy vibe. That's just only my recommendation. And here is the big difference on the midsole, because this is white and this is black, and to be honest, I prefer this color blocking versus the old black gums. And the swoosh here, you can see that it's using that textured leather instead. On the new one it's the suede leather, so far better materials versus this ashy kind of nubuck suede on the old black gums. Let's compare the outsoles of the two. If they have a massive differences on the color, you can tell that this is much lighter versus the new black and white gums. Okay, so those are the main key differences between the old and new one. I hope you're still here, because I'll be showing you on feet on these bad boys right here. Here we go. Okay, so I hope you guys managed to see that on feet. And if you would ask me which one I will be keeping, if it's the old black gums versus the new one, I would say I'm leaning more towards on the new black and white gums, mainly because of the materials that they used here is much nicer, and of course it gives me more of that gray fogs vibe. And you know, I'm really a fan of the Nike SB gray fogs. This one, although you can't go wrong with this as well, the materials of this is a little bit hard to maintain because it's nubuck suede and it became so ashy. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that the black color here is more like ashy charcoal grayish black versus the black and white 2025, which is really much richer in terms of blackness. So if I'm just keeping one, I already told you I am leaning more on the new pair black and white 2025. I hope you guys managed to get some ideas and also information on this video. I will see you next time. Peace out.